Alright, what's up guys, this is Oso. This is a quick tutorial on how to make the Northwestern Wildcats logo in Maximum Football 2020. There are only 21 parts you will need. So this first part right here, um, alright, I'm just gonna go back to it. It's just a little triangle. I don't know why they have that as the first part, but I think I just use that to filler there. You can see in the bottom right, the position, X, Y, scaling, all that. It's just a simple square. Second one, this is one of the more core pieces. It's just a long rectangle. You can see the scaling of it. Um, Keep in mind this I would recommend making the white outline first. It's gonna look a little wide at first because it's a thicker outline than the shape itself. So just keep in mind of that. It's part three. It's basically just a mirror of the previous shape of part two. Um, I think, yeah, it's not scaled perfectly because I wasn't really looking at the scales, just kind of eyeballing it. You can make it perfect if you want, but as you can see, this really goes unnoticed. It still looks great. This is part four. This is just a square that's just in the bottom right. As you can see, it's not just an N, it's not just a simple N. This is this is the first part that sticks out in making the little curves. Sorry for my voice. I woke up recently. This time change is kind of messing with me. But yeah, you can clearly see again 2.5, 1.2. See the positioning. Keep in mind when you do make this, make sure to make it big. As you can see, I'm going from top to bottom. It lasts the whole. It's the length of the whole entire canvas. Uh, that would be so when you put on a helmet or something like that, it's not gonna look small because Maximum Football has a weird scaling of it. It doesn't go that big. So this is part five. I don't know if you can see it at first. It's right here. Once again, now we're basically done with the first left half of the outline. We have our long rectangle on the left. We have our block, and we have our right triangle basically. So yeah, again, if you want to make sure nothing's sticking out, just make sure to look at the scaling. It'll look exactly like mine. Part 6 right here. This is a square outline. So yeah, that's what it'll look like. There's not really much to talk about these. This is just a quick overview of what I made. Part 7. Now you can see we are finishing up the other side of the little triangle thing. Don't really know how to describe it. This is our first block right here. And then part 8, that we're actually starting to work on the actual end of the outline right here. You can see the scaling again. Keep in mind, you want all of these white ones 255, 255, 255 RGB. Because I mean, I don't know if you want that full-on white. You're really not, it's not going to be a gray or anything like that. But I would definitely recommend keeping it all white. And once again, part 9. I'm pretty sure I used the same exact piece. No, yeah, the position. No, I actually didn't. It's actually a little different scaling and all that. But yeah, that's the thing. This is a little harder than you'd think it would be, because um, you would think you'd just be able to loop some things, but the way I wanted it to look, there are some certain angles and stuff like that I wanted, where it looked a little different, but the end result is perfect for me. Part 10, we had that opposite triangle. You could literally use the same triangle as before, I'm pretty sure. But if not, if that doesn't work for you, remember, just look at the scaling, look at the positioning, rotation, all that. Now there's our first piece in the purple part, so we're about halfway down, as you can see, part 11. We're just making that triangle a little bit smaller, coloring it 92, 17, 124. I colored it that because I looked up Northwestern's actual colors, are RGB, and they had different ones of that they used, and the one I thought that they used most primarily, that looked more blue to me, but of course you could look that up. I decided to stick with this one. You could go darker, you could go lighter, whatever it is, just make it some sort of purple. But if you want to look just like mine, I would use 92, 17, 124. Now we're just going, again, remember, same color, same RGB. We're working on that block down in the bottom left. Keep in mind, you do have to look at these blinking things. That I know it's kind of hard to look at. I'll just do it again. Remember, it's right there. It's not all the way to the left. I don't know why I did that. Maybe I wanted some extra refinement or something. I don't really know. Part 13. This one's a little harder to use. I would definitely recommend looking specifically at the positioning and the scaling, because I probably, it was just to fill in a little missing angle or something like that. You can't even see it really. I might have actually, look, I'm not really good at this stuff. I might have actually gone above and beyond it, added some unnecessary shapes. But if you exclude this and it looks fine, I would keep it. But if something looks wrong, I would add it back in. Part 14, again, just a little triangle right here. It actually looks like it's actually an actual square you're using, but it ends up giving a triangle effect. I would definitely keep this one in because it looks like I had some missing parts without it, and once again, fillers are very important. If you have to add in extra shapes, that's definitely important. Now here's our long rectangle on the left for part 15. I shrunk it just a little bit, it looks like. But yeah, again, it's just a smaller version of the previous block that was in the white part. Now here's one of the more core pieces as well, part 16. Again, you just gotta keep looking at the positioning and scaling. This is kind of the order I'm doing it in, because it definitely helps you see the shape gradually form. Because again, if I just tell you to like place it from left to right, it would look very confusing. But this is how you can get the core shapes down, so that even if I messed up on something or you want to improve something, it'll be easy to see. Part 17, again, this is just a smaller version of the previous ones, except I think I would have to scale some things differently to make sure it's all correct. Part 18, just the opposite of what was previously done. I think it was part 13, I'm not sure. Just place on the other side, You're really seeing this come together now. Part 19, finishing that triangle right there on the top right. Part 20, you can just see it's just a square right there. You will see this come along. I don't really feel like rebuilding this. This might not be the perfect thing, but for our final piece, just filling in that triangle, just a simple right triangle. Hope this one was helpful. I've never really done these before. I don't know how helpful this was, but I think I have all you need. This might take longer than this tutorial is looking, because I think this took me hours to make. Yeah, I know, it's simple as an N. Welcome to the life of Oso. But yeah, hope this was helpful. I don't know about the Cthulhu. It takes me forever to edit them, if you're wondering. But I'll see you guys next time.